take solace in the fact that Bill Maher had dinner with Donald Trump. I know we're living in a time of fear and uncertainty. I know many of us are worried about a lot of different things, but at least we can all take solace in the fact that Bill Maher had dinner with Donald Trump recently, and Donald Trump was nice to him.
As you know, 12 days ago, I had dinner with President Trump, a dinner that was set up by my friend Kid Rock, because we share a belief that there's got to be something better than hurling insults from 3,000 miles away.
I'm not going to play you Bill Maher's entire My Dinner with Trump monologue from Real Time the other night, nor am I going to be keeping a running list of all the red flags that Bill Maher aggressively waves during that monologue. Although I will say, red flag number one, my friend Kid Rock.
Okay, so meet up in person. Maybe it'll be different. Spoiler alert, it was. First good sign, before I left for the Capitol, I had my staff collect and print out this list of almost 60 different insulting epithets that the president has said about me. Things like stupid, dummy, lowlife dummy, sleazebag, sick, sad, stone cold crazy. Really a dumb guy, fired like a dog, his show is dead. There's 60. I brought this to the White House because I wanted him to sign it. Which he did. Which he did with good humor. And I know as I say that, millions of liberal sphincters just tightened. Oh my God, Bill, are you going to say something nice about him? What I'm going to do is report exactly what happened. You decide what you think about it. And if that's not enough pure Trump hate for you, I don't give a fuck.
Oh man, so edgy.
Yeah.
This millionaire with his own TV show really doesn't give a fuck what anybody thinks of him.
So, no, I didn't go MAGA. And to the president's credit, there was no pressure to. The guy I met is not the person who the night before the dinner shit-tweeted a bunch of nasty crap about how he thought this dinner was a bad idea and what a deranged asshole I was. I read it and thought, oh, what a lovely way to welcome someone to your house. But when I got there, that guy wasn't living there.
So when he says, but that guy wasn't living there, I know he's being rhetorical. He's drawing a contrast between the private Trump that he interacted with and the public Trump. But I really feel like this point needs to be made. They're the same person. When Bill Maher says, oh, the guy who says all those wacky things in public, he wasn't living there. He wasn't the man I had dinner with. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And I know that maybe Bill Maher thinks that he's making some kind of meaningful statement or trying to offer some reassurance to people by saying, oh, don't worry. He at one point in the monologue, he even says, oh, don't worry, everybody. A crazy person doesn't live in the White House, just a man who plays a crazy person on TV. So it's not as bad as we thought. Really, it's not as bad as we thought. A guy who chooses to behave in public the way Donald Trump chooses to behave. It's not as bad as we thought because don't worry, it's all an act. He has self-control. He just is choosing not to exercise it. It's not as bad as we thought, everybody. Do you hear yourself? I know that Bill Maher loves the sound of his own voice, but does he ever actually hear himself?
I've had so many conversations with prominent people who are much less connected, people who don't look you in the eye, people who don't really listen because they just want to get to their next thing, people whose response to things you say just doesn't track like, what? None of that with him. And he mostly steered the conversation to, what do you think about this? I know. Your mind is blown. So's mine.
Oh, Bill, I assure you, my mind is not blown. I am maybe a little surprised at how easy you made this for Trump. Trump is probably a little surprised at that himself. But no, my mind is not blown. If anything, the clip that I just played is the crux of why I think Bill Maher thinks his dinner with Trump went so well and why he's sharing it with his television audience in the awed, appreciative tone that he is using to tell the story. Donald Trump was nice to me. Donald Trump listened to what I had to say. He asked me questions. He seemed interested in my opinions. He laughed at my jokes, even when I was joking about him. Isn't that amazing? Bill Maher thinks that we should all take a little bit of comfort in the fact that Donald Trump is capable of being nice to him. Oh, don't worry, everybody. It's not as bad as we thought. Donald Trump is capable of being nice to people that he invites to his house for dinner. I feel like we can get through this together if we just remember that.
I told him he was wrong when he tweeted the night before that I was critical of all things Trump. Not true. Check the tapes. Moving Israel's embassy to Jerusalem, loved it. The border did need to be controlled. I'm glad the cops are getting their morale back. DEI had gone too far. Biological men shouldn't be playing women's sports. Europe should pay for their defense. And of course, it makes sense that Arab countries should take in Arab refugees.
Good thing he hasn't gone MAGA, huh?
The most surreal part of the whole night was when I got home. I flew back right after the dinner, and I'm in bed watching 60 Minutes from the night before. And there's Trump in one of their stories, standing at a podium in a room that looked to me like one of the rooms and places we'd just been in. And he's ranting, disgusting, you're a terrible person. And I'm like, who's that guy?
Who's that guy? That is the guy you had dinner with, Bill. That is the guy. That's who he is. The guy that you had dinner with is not the real Trump, and then the guy he is on TV is a persona that he adopts for some reason. That they're both the real guy. It's all him. He's the same guy, Bill. But listen, those of you who are worried now that maybe Bill Maher has been turned so profoundly that he's not going to be critical of Donald Trump anymore after this dinner, oh no. He reassures us Bill Maher is still going to be just as critical of Donald Trump as he ever has been.
Because I don't have a good feeling and will be critical about a lot of what he's doing. The trade war and disappearing people, ruling by decree, threatening judges, gutting the government with glee. But I also think he now understands I have a job to do.
I mean, does he really think, with everything else going on, that the rest of us are this invested in the fact that Donald Trump and Bill Maher apparently reached some kind of private understanding? Like, what is the fucking point of even telling us about this?
So, MAGA fans, don't worry. Your boy gave me nothing. Just hats. Hats at a very generous amount of time and a willingness to listen and accept me as a possible friend, even though I'm not MAGA, which was the point of the dinner. And we agreed. The people who don't even want us to talk, we don't like you. Don't talk, as opposed to what? Writing the same editorial for the millionth time and making 25-hour speeches into the wind? Really, that's what liberals have? He takes the piss out of everybody else and we can hold ours? Okay, that's my report. You can hate me for it, but I'm not a liar. Trump was gracious and measured, and why he isn't that in other settings, I don't know, and I can't answer, and it's not my place to answer. I'm just telling you what I saw, and I wasn't high.
And I wasn't high. He throws that in there at the end as a little self-deprecating button to finish the monologue, because, of course, by his own description, over many, many years, pothead is a term that could accurately be used to describe Bill Maher. And there are other terms that could be accurately used to describe Bill Maher as well. Comedian, well, technically. Talk show host. Actor, a time or two, although I believe those are times that even Bill Maher would prefer that we all forget. But there's another term that describes Bill Maher that has been ringing in my head ever since I heard about this, and then especially ever since I actually sat down and watched the full monologue, the full 13-minute monologue that I've been playing clips of for you here, and that term is mark. That's what you sound like, Bill, when you talk about your dinner with Trump, when you tell the rest of us how nice he was, how gracious he was to you. That's what you sound like. You sound like a mark. You sound like a sucker. You sound like someone who's being worked by a con man. And the worst part is, you know he's a con man. You've talked about it on your show. You know who he is. You know what he does. And Not only did you let him do it to you,
I'm agreeing.
successfully, apparently, but then you went on your TV show and you described to the rest of us how he did it successfully to you without apparently even realizing that that's what happened. You got
Exactly.
played, you got taken, you got conned, you got
Josh Rogan was 100% right, and that's why Bill got so butthurt and whiny. Josh was just trying to be nice because he already knew, because he's very good at what he does, and he already knew Bill was going to get triggered by what he was about to say, which is why he was trying to preface it by reassuring Bill that he meant no ill will with his words. He wasn't making a personal attack on Bill. He wasn't trying to shit on Bill. He's just trying to reassure Bill, like, look, this, what I'm about to say comes from a place of love, not spite. And he was 100% right. At the end of the day, Trump agreed to do it because to Trump, it was just another cheap social media stunt, cheap whatever. It was just another cheap stunt. And Bill was the prop. But Bill's ego can't handle the thought of himself being manipulated by someone. Especially someone like Donald Trump is just, look at the way Bill is with his audience when they don't laugh at one of his jokes. He is triggered. Anytime and every time the audience doesn't laugh at one of his jokes, he always acts like they're somehow in the wrong for not laughing, because he just can't conceivably, to him in his mind, well, there's no way I could have said something that wasn't funny. It's always the whole, oh, yeah, you're going to be that uptight, da, da, da. I used to think that bit, the whole, at first I thought the whole, oh, y'all are just uptight, whatever. I thought that was like a joke. Like he was joking. As some comedians do. But, most comedians, though, will be self-deprecating when that happens. Kind of as like a little recovery. And I thought Bill, because his style of comedy is very crass. I thought that was just part of the thing. But then over time, you begin to realize, no, that's Bill. He really is seriously audience for not going along with every little thing he says. Because, and just look, even when he's dealing with guests, anytime and every time, look, he deals with a guest who knows more about a thing than he does, and they correct him. He reacts the same way every time. His ego just cannot handle the concept of him ever being wrong about anything. Look at after he said the N-word, and then he went to do the apology to Ice Cube. Look at that apology. It was a non-apology. It was more condescending than anything. It was more, I can't believe I'm even having to do this. I mean, and when he did the apology, it was, it sounded less like an apology and more like, you know, well, one celebrity to another, why don't you like let me off the hook? You know, like he wasn't really apologizing. Like he was just kind of like signaling to Ice Cube, like, hey, I'm a rich celebrity. You should say something to let me off the hook on this. Give me a pass.
Worked because you're a mark. At
There
the
you
end
go.
there, Bill Maher says, you can hate me for this, but I'm not a liar. I don't hate Bill Maher for this or for any other reason. I don't think Bill Maher is worth the energy it would take to hate him. And I don't think he's a liar either. I think he's gullible. I think he's easily flattered. I think he's pathetic. But I don't think he's a liar. I believe him when he says that Trump treated him well, that Trump was a good dinner host, that he asked him questions,
I watch Bill
that he
Maher,
was
but I don't
interested
watch
in what
for
he
Bill
had to
Maher.
say, that he laughed
I don't watch real time for Bill Maher. I watch it for his guests.
at his jokes, which for Bill Maher was probably the most important part of making the evening flow more smoothly. I believe all of that. I don't doubt
When Bill Maher has good guests, he has great fucking guests.
Bill Maher's word on that for a second. I also think that it doesn't make any fucking difference. It doesn't matter whether Donald Trump is a nicer guy, a more stable guy behind closed doors than he is in public. It doesn't matter. What matters is what he does.
I've got everything installed. I got all the DLCs, HDs. Oh man. I just realized something I need to look up. Before getting started. It'd be nice if they had a benchmark thing. I need to look one more thing up. A little looking up music going.
man's greed, poets starving, children bleed. Nothing he's got he really needs. 21st century schizoid man. Candles flicker, shadows sway. Velvet chains in a bed where the holy won't lay. Scriptures burning, tongues ignite. Smoke curls up in the pale moonlight. Hymns reversed in a whispered moan. Sacred flesh in unholy tones. A pact in sweat, a vow in lust. Bite my lip, make me combust. Whisper my name in tongues unknown. Satanic chills straight to my bones. Touching me in a place so deep. Possess me while I sleep. Oh, Lucifer, light me up. Fill my lungs, fill my cup. Nailed on your cross, my legs spread wide. Tonight I'm yours to be baptized. Oh, Lucifer, light me up. Fill my lungs, fill my cup. Nailed on your cross, my legs spread wide. Tonight I'm yours to be baptized. A golden bowl, a silver blade. Puddles on the altar where saints got laid. Unclothed, unbound, lips so sweet. Kneel at his throne and kiss his feet. Black nails traced down on my spine. Holy water turns to wine. Lifts me up, his unholy.
Okay. Found some stuff that may be what I want, but here we go. What I need is a mod that adds easy as a difficulty level. There is a mod that can be installed to do automatic master stream.
God bless.
Same to you.
Today's a scorcher.
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
At this hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm. Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother! Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
What happened to the audio? Do I get another level in speech? Or agility? Vitality? This is rough. Speech, agility, vitality. Definitely want it to be This is so weird. Something is definitely amiss here. Something's going on with the audio.
Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne of the flourishing empire was Charles.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, veniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo et in terra. Panem nostrum super substantiale da nobis hodie, et dimite nobis debita.
Okay. Okay, we good now? We good now? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay.
I could do with a bite to eat.
Yeah, me too. Drop something into the pot? Like what? Cheese? Or an apple? Eat a carrot. What is the... Oh,
Come here, I need your help. What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
okay. Let's see. Dangerous speed, crossbar. Okay. Money. Okay. Speech level, charisma, strength. Okay. Mostly have charisma.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
How, my boy? When are you going
Fourth
to get
wall.
some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for
Just
Sir
pulled a
Radzig,
Deadpool.
and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Kunesh? That drunkard? That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Okay. Okay. That was those. Got jumps. Am I supposed to do a specific order? Let's go up here and see what these guys have to say.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Okay. Okay. Tavern last. Okay. There we go. Oh, and then. So Kunish is off to the left. Charcoal's right as soon as I. Oh yeah. Gotta go to Kunish first.
pleasure, good man.
If it's charcoal you want, talk to my hired hand. I've no time.
God be with you. God be with you.
Yep.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer, and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
Speech is only a 2. Should I try to persuade him? If I had, I wish it would be giving me an option to use my charisma. Maybe I should just say you can expect a visit from father. Maybe that'd be enough.
If that's the way you want it, I'll tell father you won't pay and you can tell him what you told me.
And don't come back.
Maybe I could become a beekeeper.
Welcome, Henry.
Get them back some other way.
A locked chest. I'll need a lockpick to get into that. Fritz might have one.
What do you think you're doing? God be with you, Henry.
I mean, there's the axe right there, right?
you quite well?
Trunk and what door?
Henry, I'm glad you came. Take care.
It's Fritz.
Hey, Pip. Do you want to learn something?
No, I don't think so. Thanks.
Suit yourself. Hail to the hero. So you haven't changed your mind about learning the craft of warfaring?
Good health to you,
Henry.
Everything you need. Strong linen, delicate velvet, beautiful and functional. Come on up and take a look.
Rooms and
I've got
asparagus.
every...
Come right up. No need to be shy.
Just like that. Well, I heard about him. He's a right
Here's your change. Thanks for your custom. What are you looking for?
I'm just after a few things I need at home. That's it then.
Thank you kindly. I hope I have the pleasure of your visit
I
again
have
soon.
about everything.
Who is Fitz? Oh.
How are you, Henry?
Everything for the house.
Who is Fitz and where do I find him?
Come get her.
I got the axe.
Don't forget now.
Come, people, come!
A torch will help. Your field's life, fallow. Here's a hoe. Need straw for the winter? Then you'll need a rake.
Thanks. Here's your chain.
God be with you. Good luck then.
What is your wish?
Implements, instruments, and tools. Everything for work and home. Greetings. Goodbye.
Hey. Somebody with a name, though.
Kettles for water.
Good day, Henry.
Where's Fitz?
Everything for the house, garden and field. Knives, axes, plates, damask, scarlet to please the ladies in your eyes. Just come right up.
Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when her son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. The world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes.
All right, I'll wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
May the Lord watch over you, Henry.
Get a drink.
So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far.
Oh, great.
Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself. Very good. Good. Fine. All right. Not bad. Again. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Good. Once again. Very good. All right. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Not bad. Again. All right. Good. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned to build from. There's nothing better than experience.
Still don't know where to find Fitz in this blasted lockpick. Oh, whoa. Was that a fully assembled thing when it came by first?
Good God. You look terrible. Did someone attack you?
I look fine.
I hear you like a game of dice.
Good luck then.
Onions that'll even make your man cry like a little lass. Come and buy some.
I heard about him. He's a right skinflint. And what did Betty have to say?
She was
Implements, instruments, and tools. Everything for work and
Garden
home.
and field. Knives, axes, rakes, hoes.
can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you,
So
Matthew.
are such lords as
What's going on here?
Rosenberg.
Deutsch is spouting shit.
What?
Just
listen and you'll hear for yourself.
Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Ratzik is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
And don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do?
I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory?
Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some tears will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, Hal, are you with us?
All right, I'll do it. But then you have to give me a hand with something.
What do you need?
Krunner shows money to father and doesn't want to pay. I tried talking to him, but he wouldn't listen. I need more than words to get coin out of him, and I can't handle it on my own.
No problem. We'll back you up. Just as soon as we're done plastering Deutsch's house.
I'll be happy to sort out that drunken oaf.
All right. Let's go while Deutsch is still sitting safely in the tavern.
Good lord.
God be with you, Henry.
Oh, that's Fritz.
Listen, there's this locked chest I need to get into.
Really? An honest trade not good enough for you anymore?
It's just that someone has something that doesn't belong to him, and I want to take it back.
If you say so. It's not skin off my nose anyway. I've got some lockpicks you can have. But if you get caught, you didn't get them from me.
Never heard of you. Thanks, Fritz.
So are we doing this or not?
Wait. We have to check that the coast is clear.
Why? The Deutsch is in the tavern.
But maybe you noticed after all these years that he has a wife and a son.
And that's a problem?
Aye, it is. Henry, you go and lure her away somehow.
Why me? Because you're the clever one.
Yeah.
What do you want, lad?
I just went by the tavern and your husband was in there talking nonsense. I thought someone should take him home before he gets himself in trouble.
What sort of nonsense?
Well, he kept saying that Sigismund was right and King Wenceslas is a drunkard, that sort of thing. Some people took exception, so I thought...
God almighty, the fool. Next thing he'll start on about the popes.
He might have mentioned the popes too.
Thank you for telling me. I just hope I can catch him before he gets into another fight.
Right. Ugh.
What are you waiting for, soldier? Fire the trebuchet! For king and country!
For king and country, my ass. This is all good, clean, fun.
Nearly as good as having that traitor in the pillory. Nearly. Now that would be sweet.
That's for Sigismund!
Woohoo! Eat shit, Deutsches.
You bastards! What the fuck do you think you're doing?
Hey, Hans, can't you see? We're decorating your house for you.
It's like your old man was saying in the tavern about that traitor Sigismund. We're just doing what we have to do.
Horse Hans! I'll make those smiles off your faces!
We need to run away.
I'd like to see you try.
We need to run away.
What are you doing here?
We're ready to fight.
Zbyszek? Hanging out with this boxy Deutscher? Maybe you'd like to try out the latest German fashion.
No. Oh, shit.
Fucker! I'll make you pay for that.
No. Please, no. No, no, no.
Bring.
Topsy-jerry. Well landed.
What are you doing? For God's sake! Stop right now! The catch pole is on his way!
Damn! Let's go!
Greetings, Henry. Wait a moment, I'll look around.
Here we go.
A torch will help. Cucumbers, onions, come get 'em.
But I took his axe. All right, lads. Wash up again. All right.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
Well, we sorted that Deutsch out.
That was pretty close, eh?
That old bastard didn't stand a chance.
True, but I'm worried that fucker Hans will snitch on us.
Well, let him. Then I'll snitch on him. And anyway, what can they do to us for throwing a bit of dung?
Good point. It's not as if anyone really likes the Deutsch.
I need a hand with Kunesh.
Sure, mate. You helped us, so we'll help you.
Let's get to it then.
Right.
Kadesh, get out here, you old goat. I've something to show you.
Is that him? Is that him?
What the fuck are you here for? You want me to take a whip to you or call a catch pole?
Just try it, you old drunk.
Cousin.
Oh, damn!
Enough! Enough! I give up. Take what you want. It's not much, but it's all I have. You understand?
Ooh. Maybe I'll try it just once.
Fabric, red, buttons, laces. Come, people, come.
Spades.
Good health to you. Good luck then. something for everyone.
Stop by later.
Kitchen or the field, buy strong linen, delicate velvet.
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Vanya.
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Save it immediately, you can save your ships.
Red, long and strong, sew up anything you need.
God save you, Henry.
Right?
God be with you, Henry.
Will he now?
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job the master in Sasau did for us. Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together. By the way, someone paid me a call. I reckon you might know what it was about.
I'm not sure.
Really? Because I'm pretty sure you and your friends threw dung at Deutsch's freshly whitewashed house. He was here with the catchpole earlier. And it was not a friendly visit. What got into you, Hal?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Got what he deserved, did he? You can go and clean up the mess you made and apologise to him. I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. You understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
So you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of our king?
The boy gets caught, making a fool of himself, and he still hasn't learned his lesson. So Deutsch spouts rubbish, and what? You turn into a common thug. You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument.
Ooh.
Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth and not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more. That's it. Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here. And we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Henry, what are you waiting for? Bring those nails.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
We will.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now, stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
But you haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see the swords have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
They certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sir.
It's been an honor, Sir Istvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzig. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it like Sir Radzig said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
You talk as if you're...
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first, I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them or beat them?
Meet. Do you have to keep going on about it?
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Uh-oh. Definitely not good. Ooh. Nope. Not good. Not good. Getting worse. Oh, that's bad.
Listen to me, Al. Listen carefully. Take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzig. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
Quickly! We have to close the gates! Move! Come on, we're closing! Move it, people! Come on! We're running out of time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the gates! Keep running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back! Get through the gates! Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moats! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Don't touch me, or I'll kill you! Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Me China. Yeah. Yeah.
Left. Talmberg is to the left, along the stream.
Yeah.
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 Flee to Talmberg. Run for it.
Yeah.
Flee to Talmberg. Help! Skeleton's been attacked! Do something! Help!
Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Halt your horses in there! They're turning tail! Quickly! We're closing the gate!
So those three dorks felt that it was important enough to chase one guy. Like, that fucking
Someone give
far.
him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages.
And then the game disappoints the fuck out of you by having, like, the people who are rescuing you apparently have worse aim than stormtroopers.
Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out. Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
Have you idlers nothing better to do? Get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground. But a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Kuttenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us. Robard, take care of Henry. Make sure he gets something to eat and some rest.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
What's happening with that blacksmith?
He sent his apologies, sir. He can't come tomorrow. The soonest he can manage is before noon the day after tomorrow.
Well, I suppose it can wait another day. Tell him to come then.
I will, sir. Thank you.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about you. They say he was a soldier. I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes. Thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Oh, something to eat.
Good evening.
Where's that chamber for me to sleep?
Evans, are you still confused after what happened to you? It's in the lodge in the courtyard.
Thank you. If I needed some food, who should I ask?
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out with that too.
I'd like to buy something from you.
Of course, lad. May the Lord watch over you.
How did it happen? Seems I'm not good enough for the gent.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you, but I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. Father and I always chat in the forge. On that particular day, I asked him if he'd teach me swordsmanship. He said no. He said it's better for a man to keep his head on his shoulders than lose it over some pointless heroism. If only you'd known what fate had in store for us.
Oh.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. The gate to the castle was open. The bells and horns sounded the alarm, and the villagers ran to the castle to take cover. They were carrying the few possessions they could grab in haste, and I saw the terror in their eyes.
I can't even imagine how awful it must have been.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like a valiant knight.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding, those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
People! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back!
Henry, help us!
Help us, son. Don't be a coward. Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
There we go.
Hang out somewhere until it blows over.
Not that I'm calling for a fight, but if I have to choose a place for one, then right here behind solid walls is it. True enough.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Do you know what's happening?
No. What about you?
Me? How could I?
I saw you with Sir Robard. Didn't he tell you anything?
No.
May the Lord watch over you.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What's happening? Have you heard anything?
No. It could be Sigismund's army, or his scouts, or maybe Scarlet's folk who survived the pillaging. I wouldn't expect nothing good.
Good luck to you.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What's happening? Have you heard anything?
No. Could be Sigismund's arm.
Good luck to you.
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
I'll be with you.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robert?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
What will you do then?
We'll march to Rattay. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Baldic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to Rattay now.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people. Now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood? Henry, I need to have a word with you.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to.
Splendid. And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
Take care.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
God be with you.
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to flee the siege?
Thank the Lord. I thought it was Sigismund descending on us.
It seems everyone thought that.
Well, we were all expecting the worst. And the truth is, I'm still worried what will happen when Sigismund comes here. And come he will, of that I'm sure. I just hope we'll be as fortunate when we're face to face with that fucker. By the way, Henry, my condolences.
Thank you.
May the Lord watch over you.
My respects to you.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk managing to slip away like that?
I can't imagine how they did it. The more I think about it, they was either blessed, or Sigismund's mercenary army ain't up to much. When you're on campaign, you keep watch no matter how much it's pissing down. If any of us make such a cock-up, Sir Robard would flay the skin off our backs.
You only say that because you never saw them attack.
Aye. Well, it's a shame your folks couldn't be saved.
Is Sir Robard really that tough?
Tough? Aye. But he's fair. He's a veteran of many a campaign, so he knows warcraft.
I believe it.
God be with you.
Good day to you.
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk...
Fortune smiled on him, that's for certain. Sigismund must be seething with rage.
Just a shame Fortune didn't smile on all of them.
Oh, shit. Sorry. And you know Sir Radzig Kobyla?
I wouldn't say I know him. I've seen him a few times. Why do you ask?
He must be a fine lord. Takes such good care of every one of his serfs.
Surely all the lords do that.
Ah, I could tell you some stories.
About Sir Divish?
Jesus, no. I didn't mean it like that. Just that I heard stories from other soldiers that would make your skin crawl.
I see.
God be with you.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go!
Quickly!
Sweet Jesus! We're gonna end up like scallops.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzig of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
God be with you.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Hungry, are you? You should... For anything else, you should see a fellow called Votova. But he can get you just about anything. I saw him by the granary.
That business with Sigismund turned...
Aye, that was a good start.
May the Lord watch over you.